Last week I was in Hilton Head, South Carolina shooting the RBC Golf Tournament, the PGA event. I was filming for Golf Channel and NBC Sports. I thought it would be fun, kind of interesting to get some footage of what we do out there on the job. It's just a regular cameraman job. I took my GoPro with me, which is the perfect camera for being out there. I can sneak it out of my pocket. Nobody's like, oh, what's this guy doing with his camera? Besides, I already had my full-size camera with me. I just wanted to keep things light. Golf is a big part of my business, and so this is kind of the normal routine that we go through. So I hope you dig it. I'm here at the, what is this thing called? I'm here at the RBC Golf Tournament in Hilton Head, South Carolina. It's my first tournament back since everything shut down, everything that's happened. We're wearing masks when in groups. When you're out on the course, not so much. There's no fans here, so that's pretty weird. It's kind of different, but it's quiet. It's easy to get around. I know this isn't really a good face mask, but it's what I have. This is what it's like doing a golf tournament during a pandemic. There's nobody here. There's nobody here. Nobody here either. I think this is ESPN's little setup right here. A little deal going on. There's Doug Hamilton, who's the cameraman. And this is it. Show you a little bit more. There's a girl down there doing some reporting. This is a golf tournament 2020. This is how we're doing it now. No fans, no patrons. It's actually pretty pleasant. There's a limited number of media here, which is nice. Not a ton of cameras, which is also nice. It's not as competitive getting shots. I could get used to this. Alright, I'm out. This is the set where we shoot our interviews. Got our lights, boom mic, booming. There's the camera, the cameraman, the spit, there's the light, backdrop. Over there is our producer and our talent. And I will probably just watch. Another one of our responsibilities out here is to do the pregame show, which in my case would be a live shot up on the driving range for a couple of hours. And the pregame show takes place before the broadcast and basically gives highlights and stories about the golfers, what's going on and everything. So now I've got to call into Golf Channel on my phone, put my headphones in, and they'll tell me who they want on the range, and I'll get shots of those guys for 5 or 6 minutes each, and they will talk about those various golfers. And yeah, that's it. So I'm up here now for 2 or 3 hours. All right. loaded up on 7 tee box, little par 3, and I'm waiting for the final 5 groups to come through. I'm basically getting B-roll of each player, and for those of you who don't know what B-roll is, those are B-roll shots are shots that we basically use to tell the story. We'll lay it over the voiceover talking shots. In this instance, the footage will be used tonight on Golf Central, and they'll be talking about these various players, and when they talk about them, they'll cut to one of these shots of them hitting the ball, which I'll be shooting everything in slow motion, 60 frames per second, and basically waiting for my next group is Brooks Koepka and Ian Poulter coming through. And so I'm going to go over there and set up just inside the rope, and it's very crazy right now because there's nobody here, no fans, and very limited press. And even though there's not that many people here, we're still supposed to keep pretty far away. So I've been setting up really far away and just doing my best to just use my lens to get in tight for these shots. And that's it, really. It's very hot out. Hilton Head, South Carolina. So why don't we get set up and we'll get that B-roll. All right. Oh, I'm set up here. Looks like Dustin Johnson's coming. Let's get us a shot here. I don't really need him, but whatever. He's popular, so we'll get this shot. Now you'll notice I have this camera set up really low. I'm on the lowest stage of the tripod that it can go to. And the reason I do this is because, and you'll see a lot of guys do this out here who are shooting B-roll and such. And the reason I do it is I prefer it to be lower, so I'm looking up at the golfer. It's just kind of a better angle, a little more heroic, a little more dynamic, rather than to just be, you know, at shoulder height or chest height, like I was doing a normal interview or something. So part of being out here is using your creative urges to get the most dynamic and best shot that you can. And for me, for these B-roll shots, I like to be low. And at this particular shot, I'm shooting from the backside of the golfer. I call it fakie, just like surfing, instead of on the front side. So I'm basically shooting almost over their shoulder, and then when they come around, you see their face. And there's no right or wrong. It's just a different shot. Where I'm set up right now, it's kind of just the angle that I can get. So it's what I can take. Can't really get over on that other side over there. I'm probably not even supposed to be this far in the ropes, but like I said, there's nobody out here, and I'm a good 40 yards away from the tee box, so nobody has to worry about getting anything from me, or I don't have to worry about getting anything from anyone else. So it's a good situation. All right. All the B-roll, brought it back to my live view, and I'm sending it back to Golf Channel through our live view. That's how we do it. And cue it up. See there? Glare's really bad. It's queued up. We're gonna push play. And now it's feeding down. We're so bad. Feeding down the BRoll. That's Bryson DeChambeau there. You can see that. And I'm hooked up. Coming out of here. To my live view. And I'm all set up for our one-on-one interviews with our talent and golfers as they come in. Right there. Doug is set up over here for quick quotes. He's doing the press pool. And that over there is CBS's setup. We're all good.
So that's the video. I hope you like it. If you do, smash that like button. Be sure to subscribe, share it with your friends. And until I see you again, just remember to